Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In a violent, emotionally charged outburst that is both explosive and profoundly revealing, Brooke loses it on Ridge. Brooke attempts to control her feelings of sorrow and betrayal, and her simmering anger gradually intensify as the encounter starts. Always an expert at avoiding and deflecting, Ridge finds himself in a tight spot as Brooke lets her emotions run wild and doesn't keep anything back. As she confronts Ridge about his choices, actions, and the terrible effect they have had on their relationship, her voice, shaking with a mixture of sadness and rage, fills the room. Brooke's outburst was triggered by Ridge's recent actions, which have made her feel marginalized and underappreciated. She charges him with putting other people before her and not appreciating the sacrifices and love she has put into their relationship. Each of Brooke's incisive and scathing remarks reflects the severe wounds she bears. A clear image of a lady who has reached her breaking point is painted by her unadulterated and uncensored emotions. At first surprised by how angry Brooke is, Ridge tries to explain himself, but his actions only make her angrier. Given Brooke's suffering, his defenses and explanations seem insincere, and she responds with feisty and unrelenting rebuttals. She criticizes his reluctance to truly commit to the life they have created together, his habit of hesitation, and his propensity to vacillate between her and other people. Love and disappointment are mixed together in Brooke's words, which serve as a moving reminder of how deeply she feels about Ridge and the destruction caused by his alleged betrayal. Brooke experiences a flurry of rage, grief, and despair as the dispute intensifies. She talks about the vows they made, the ambitions they once had together, and the future she saw for them. As she describes the happy and intimate times that Ridge's behavior has eclipsed, her voice breaks. Brooke's pain is visible to Ridge, and her fragility is evident. For her, it's a cathartic moment, a release of feelings she's been suppressing for too long. Despite being clearly impacted by Brooke's remarks, Ridge finds it difficult to come up with the appropriate answer. Brooke's unrelenting conviction and reluctance to accept anything other than the truth confront his attempts to justify himself. Ridge is forced to face his own failings and the part he has played in their difficulties as a result of her demands for honesty and accountability. In addition to demonstrating her strength, Brooke's insistence on openness is an appeal for the connection she so desperately seeks. When Brooke gives a strong ultimatum, her voice calm despite the tears running down her cheeks, the argument reaches its climax. She informs Ridge that she deserves a sincere and steadfast love and that she would no longer put up with being treated like an afterthought. Her statements serve as an affirmation of her value and a reminder that she is more than just Ridge. For Brooke, it is a moment of empowerment that changes the nature of their relationship and marks a turning point. Following her outburst, Brooke's feelings start to calm down and are replaced by a feeling of resolve and clarity. She states that she wants a relationship based on respect and understanding for both parties, one that acknowledges the work that has to be done but also honors the love they have shared. As she expresses her wants and expectations, Brooke's strength and vulnerability come through, paving the way for a new phase in their relationship. Moved by Brooke's statements and the intensity of her feelings, Ridge starts to consider his own behavior and how it affected her. He admits his errors and indicates a desire to put things right, understanding how critical it is to re-establish connection and trust. As they discuss the lessons they have learned and the actions they need to take forward, their talk becomes more introspective. The story of Brooke losing it on Ridge is a potent examination of love, treachery, and the human spirit's tenacity. It explores themes of accountability, vulnerability, and the transformational potential of conflict, providing a moving depiction of a relationship at a turning point. Brooke exemplifies the value of self-advocacy and the courage required to face one's anxieties and demand more via her journey. Her experience serves as a reminder that despite loss, there is always room for development, recovery, and rejuvenation. Ridge and Taylor's revelation rocks Brooke's life to its core, leaving her speechless. As Brooke is caught off guard by the intensity of Ridge and Taylor's bond, the scene develops with the dramatic tension that has come to characterize their complicated lives. Innocently enough, the scenario opens with Brooke going about her day without realizing the storm that is simmering beneath the surface. Brooke is left reeling as the truth is revealed because of the link between Ridge, who is always a mysterious character, and Taylor, who is composed but mysterious. this bond appears to transcend time and situation. Brooke's meticulously crafted reality is shattered by the revelation, which hits like a thunderbolt. She is left battling a flurry of feelings, including betrayal, incredulity, and a deep sense of loss. When Brooke demands answers from Ridge and Taylor, her voice shakes and her reaction is visceral. The grief she feels at being left out of a reality that affects her so deeply is reflected in her words, which are tinged with both pain and accusations. As Brooke faces the ramifications of Ridge and Taylor's relationship, her often composed demeanor gives way to unfiltered emotion, exposing her vulnerability. Having conflicting sentiments for both ladies, Ridge finds it difficult to express his viewpoint. Since his remarks show the depth of his relationship with Taylor and the complexity of his emotions, his attempts to justify himself only serve to increase Brooke's sense of betrayal. Ridge's love for Brooke and his attraction to Taylor are at odds, and his inner turmoil is evident. Ridge is forced to face the repercussions of his actions and the decisions that have brought them to this point, which heightens the tension and highlights the importance of the issue. For her part, Taylor handles the matter with a combination of dignity and candor. She expresses empathy for Brooke's suffering while also acknowledging the link she has with Ridge. Taylor sticks by her convictions with poised remarks and a composed yet determined manner. Because she is both a source of conflict and a driver for progress, her presence complicates the interaction. Taylor plays a crucial part in the disclosure, emphasizing the complex network of feelings and connections that shape their shared past. Brooke is forced to face the facts of her relationship with Ridge as well as her own feelings as the confrontation progresses. She revisits times of love, heartache, and reconciliation as she thinks back on their past. The depth of Brooke's love for Ridge and the weaknesses that have molded their relationship are both made clear by her self-reflection. As she struggles with the hurt of betrayal and looks for a way ahead, her journey becomes a monument to the human spirit's tenacity. The revelation's repercussions reverberate throughout their lives, impacting not just Brooke, Ridge, and Taylor but also their larger network of friends and family. The story gains depth as each character is compelled to face their own emotions and viewpoints. As Brooke works through the intricacies of her emotions, her supporters come together to provide her with encouragement and direction. Their exchanges highlight the value of relationships during difficult times by fostering a sense of belonging and community. In the middle of the chaos, epiphanies start to appear. Despite her suffering, Brooke understands that her relationships require openness and transparency. She speaks openly with Ridge and Taylor, expressing her own wants and boundaries while also attempting to comprehend their viewpoints. For Brooke, these encounters mark a sea change in her life, giving her the opportunity to regain her feeling of autonomy and set her route for the future. Ridge goes through a process of self-discovery as well. He is compelled to face the repercussions of his behavior and how it has affected the people he cares about. Ridge's reflections show how deeply he feels about Taylor and Brooke, as well as the difficulties of negotiating such a complicated emotional terrain. His quest to make peace with his past and present becomes a reflection of the difficulties of love and fidelity. Taylor played an equally important part in the fallout from the discovery. She acts as a mirror and a growth-promoting agent, pushing Ridge and Brooke to face their realities and considering her own path. By emphasizing the connections between their lives and the common past that unites them, Taylor's presence gives the story a feeling of equilibrium. The revelations resolve, in which Brooke, Ridge, and Taylor manage to move on while respecting their common past, is both moving and hopeful. Brooke comes away from the experience feeling stronger and more lucid, and her journey is proof of the strength of self-discovery and resilience. Ridge and Taylor also find a way forward, working through the difficulties in their relationship and trying to create a future that represents their development and wisdom. Following the revelation, Brooke's journey is a compelling examination of love, treachery, and the human spirit's tenacity. It offers a sophisticated depiction of relationships and the intricacies of the human heart while exploring themes of vulnerability, forgiveness, and the transformational power of truth. Brooke illustrates via her tale the value of accepting vulnerability and confronting one's concerns as a means of development and fostering connections. Her experience serves as a reminder that healing and rejuvenation are always possible, even in the face of loss. A terrifying story that combines tension, danger, and revelation is created by Elektra's startling discovery and Luna's attack. It starts when Elektra discovers a fact that contradicts everything she had previously believed to be true about her universe. The revelation, which reveals facts that have been meticulously concealed, is a personal and professional bombshell. Elektra reacts with a mixture of terror, resolve, and skepticism. She struggles with the weight of making a decision because she is aware that the ramifications of her results are enormous, not only for herself but also for everyone around her. Every little detail heightens the intensity in the scene where Elektra makes her discovery. The circumstances behind her disclosure are shrouded in mystery, whether it was due to a secret dossier, a cryptic message, or an unnoticed indication. As she puts the pieces of the truth together, her mind is racing, and every new insight pulls her farther into a web of intrigue. As she evaluates the problem and makes a plan, Elektra's instincts, which she has developed over the years of handling difficult circumstances, go into overdrive. As the magnitude of what she has discovered dawns on her, the scene erupts with tension. In the meantime, Luna's attack heightens the drama's sense of urgency and danger. Luna is unprepared for the violent and abrupt attack, which leaves her exposed. The attack's brutal and visceral physicality serves as a startling reminder of the threats that lurk in the shadows. With all of her strength, Luna fights back against her attacker, using her survival instincts to her advantage. The battle is fierce, a visceral conflict that highlights Luna's fortitude and resolve. Luna's fortitude is evident despite the attack's anguish, her spirit remaining unwavering despite the hardship. As the narrative progresses, it becomes more and more clear how Elektra's discovery and Luna's attack are related. A greater scheme is exposed as the strands of their disparate experiences start to converge. According to Elektra's research, there is a mysterious person or group whose intentions and deeds have a lasting impact on the lives of both women. Luna's attack seems to be a purposeful attempt to intimidate or silence her rather than a random act of violence. As the two women become aware that they are in the sights of a formidable foe, the stakes are upped. Their relationship turns into a source of support and strength as Elektra and Luna unite following their individual struggles. While Luna describes her attack, Elektra discusses the specifics of her finding, and their shared experiences create a bond based on bravery and resolve. Their combined abilities and insights propel the story ahead as they start to solve the mystery together. Elektra and Luna's dynamic and captivating partnership is proof of the strength of perseverance and cooperation in the face of difficulty. The story explores the emotional and mental toll of Elektra's revelation and Luna's attack, delving into the psychological effects of their experiences. With the weight of her knowledge threatening to overwhelm her, Elektra struggles with anxiety and paranoia. Luna too struggles with the fallout from her attack, her fear and vulnerability balanced by a strong will to defend herself. A genuine portrayal of the difficulties they encounter and the fortitude required to endure is provided by the nuanced and sympathetic portrayal of their problems. The threat that Elektra and Luna face intensifies as the plot develops. Every action they take is accompanied by invisible and visible dangers as they are hunted by mysterious forces. As they learn more about the mystery, the stakes rise and the suspense increases with every new discovery. Along the way, Elektra and Luna experience both success and failure, and their fortitude is put to the test at every stage. Action, tension, and emotional depth are all skillfully woven throughout the narrative to provide the reader a compelling and engrossing experience. Luna's attack and Elektra's discovery have a pleasant and thought-provoking ending. They are forced to face the realities of their world and their place in it after discovering a shocking and life-changing fact. Even though their opponents are strong, Elektra and Luna's bravery and resourcefulness win out in the end. Their story of empowerment and development is proof of the resilience of the human spirit in the face of hardship. The tale of Elektra and Luna is a potent examination of bravery, tenacity, and the search for the truth. It explores themes of strength and vulnerability, providing a complex depiction of two women overcoming remarkable obstacles. Despite being terrifying, their experiences demonstrate the transformational potential of hardship and act as a catalyst for growth and connection. Elektra and Luna's journey serves as a reminder of the value of tenacity, camaraderie, and the unrelenting pursuit of justice. Everyone's personal and professional life are rocked by the shocking revelation of Hope and Carter's scam, and Brooke takes advantage of the opportunity to reveal the CEO deception to Ridge. A little but crucial clue, a document, a verbal blunder, or maybe an astute insider, starts the unraveling and prepares the audience for the dramatic revelation of their plan. Hope, who is always composed and appears to be beyond criticism, finds her meticulously maintained facade crumbling under the weight of the revealed reality. As the details of their scam become public, Carter, the epitome of professionalism and a master at handling pressure, finds it difficult to keep his composure. The plan is a deliberate attempt by Hope and Carter to gain authority and influence within Forrester Creations, and it is a masterwork of ambition and manipulation. Their strategy, which was based on strategic alliances and deceit, sought to tip the scales in their favor. Carter's legal skills and insider connections served as the operational backbone of the scam, while Hope's charisma and status played a crucial part in its planning. Together, they put on a show of respectability that concealed their genuine motivations and kept everyone in their vicinity in the dark. It's a dramatic and intense moment when their scam is exposed. Ever the astute observer and steadfast defender of her family's heritage, Brooke serves as the impetus behind the disclosure. Equipped with indisputable proof, she addresses Hope and Carter with a voice that combines disappointment, rage, and determination. A masterful confrontation, Brooke's remarks pierce the layers of lying and make the two realize the repercussions of their behavior. She acts boldly, including telling Ridge about their CEO scam, since she is determined to defend Forrester Creations and its legitimate executives. A crucial point in the developing drama is when Brooke and Ridge speak. She describes Hope and Carter's plan in great detail, showing the extent to which they went in order to accomplish their objectives. Initially dubious, Ridge pays close attention as Brooke makes her case, her conviction and passion unmistakable. Ridge's faith in people he formerly thought of as allies is shaken by the gravity of her statements and the proof she offers, forcing him to face the truth. The disclosure has both immediate and long-term repercussions. The revelation of Hope's deceit severely damages her reputation and tarnishes her once sterling image. Carter also has to deal with the fallout from his actions, which has damaged his reputation in the workplace and his relationships with others. Equally significant is the effect on Forrester Creations, which is still dealing with the fallout from the scam and trying to rebuild stability and confidence among its employees. Brooke's part in uncovering the scam becomes a pivotal moment of courage and clarity as the dust starts to clear. Her steadfast devotion to justice and the truth highlights her love for her family and the principles that have shaped her life. Even in the face of treachery and hardship, Brooke's acts serve as a reminder of the value of honesty and responsibility. The Forrester family and their business undergo growth and change as a result of Hope and Carter's scam and its publicity. Everyone engaged is forced to face their priorities and principles as a result of the incident, which renews their dedication to openness and moral leadership. Even though it is contentious, Brooke's choice to reveal the CEO prank to Ridge ends up being a game-changer, opening a new chapter in their shared journey. This story offers a sophisticated depiction of the intricacies of interpersonal relationships and the difficulties of managing power dynamics, and it is a compelling investigation of ambition, treachery, and redemption. It explores themes of responsibility, resiliency, and the transformational potential of truth, offering an engaging and provocative narrative that speaks to us on a number of levels. The story emphasizes the resilience of the human spirit and the significance of sticking up for what is right, even in the face of insurmountable difficulties, via the prism of Hope and Carter's scam and Brooke's unflinching resolve.